Hello and welcome to Box, where we unbox, review and demonstrate the latest tech. Today we have with us the Samsung Q600A Soundbar and Subwoofer system. As a part of Samsung's 2021 lineup, this soundbar is designed to work easily straight out of the box for perfect sound quality across everything you watch. Giving you the tools to enhance your TV output, the soundbar and subwoofer combo boosts sound delivery to a room-filling level with a brilliant balance of bass and consistent cinematic sound. First off, you'll notice it comes in quite a surprisingly large box for a soundbar. Now opening it up, you'll find the soundbar itself in the bottom, but this isn't the only speaker in the set. The sound system also comes with a large subwoofer to achieve that full surround sound experience. It comes with a handy collection of accessories such as power cables, user manuals, a remote and brackets for wall mounting. Now you will find no connection cables supplied here, meaning you'll either need a HDMI or optical cable to set this up. As you can see, the soundbar is just shy of the length of this 55-inch TV, measuring at about 103cm wide, 46cm high and 25cm deep. It's great pairing with the Samsung models that sport that flat base, such as this Q80A, because it leaves plenty of room for the soundbar placement underneath. However, I'd always consider what type of stand your TV has before considering the Q600A, as the soundbar itself is quite large. Your subwoofer ideally needs to be placed on the floor near your TV to help achieve that room-shaking bass for a more cinematic experience. So let's take a closer look at the soundbar. On the bottom you'll find a series of connections split between left and right. On the left you get a DC power input and a single USB for updates. On the right you'll find a digital optical audio out and two HDMI ports with one sporting ARC connection. Depending on your desired connection method, you get a few options for connections here, but today I'll be using the HDMI to TV ARC connection. Now both soundbar and subwoofer are technically wireless. Apart from the power cables, you should be able to power up both speakers for an instant communication between the two. It does support Bluetooth connection, which comes in handy when needed to wall mount or place near the TV, while still maintaining that solid connection. There was little effort in setup here. I was literally able to plug it in and start it up immediately as it connected instantly. Now of course this helps that I'm connecting a Samsung product to another Samsung TV. But with the quick HDMI connection here, I'm sure it'll be the same with no matter what TV you connect it to. If you're unsure whether the sound is coming through the soundbar or the TV speakers, it's easy enough to just check the sound settings in the pop-up input menu, as it shows sound input and its current selected mode using the handy symbols and toggle switches. Just looking at the setup, the sound system is pretty inconspicuous with that classic all-black design that fits into any space, looking great alongside my other devices. The longer edges are covered in a solid grid to help the sound project clearly across the room while protecting it from any day-to-day knocks. It looks minimalistic yet stylish, fitting well into the modern home. There are a few subtle Samsung logos throughout, so the branding isn't too prominent, but it still holds that statement Samsung look. In the centre you'll find a series of manual controls for turning the sound system on, adjusting the volume and changing the input. Of course the remote will do all of this for you and more, but I find it incredibly useful to have when the remote is nowhere to be seen. On the right at the very end, there's a decently sized digital scrolling LED menu displaying the current input, sound mode, volume and settings to keep in full control of audio quality output. It's clear and bright and I'm able to read it very well across the room. I like how it's placed in the front as opposed to on the top, meaning I don't have to get up and read the display. It has a good range of modes available to help the sound system adapt to the content you want to watch. The soundbar automatically switches to adaptive sound to match the settings on the TV when connected, but with the remote to hand, it's simple enough to toggle through the modes to find the one that best suits your current content, such as Game Mode Pro for gaming sessions and surround sound for movie night. I mostly kept to adaptive sound as it does just as it suggests, altering the sound levels to match anything I watch without having to customize the settings with each switch. As you can see on the back, the sound system is compatible with some of the leading high quality audio features such as Dolby Atmos and DTS:X for a richer, more immersive sound. So if you have streaming apps such as Disney Plus for example, compatible movies and shows are clearly marked so you know which content works best with these settings. On top of this, you may also be pleased to hear that it has true 3.1.2 channel sound, so the audio quality is so precise that you can hear individual noises that you might not have heard when watching with your regular TV speakers. With this being a Samsung product, you also get the benefit of Samsung-specific tech. Features like Q Symphony work in harmony with the TV speakers to unlock another level of sound, giving access to all speakers at once, combining the two inputs for a truer surround sound experience. Another intriguing feature built in here is the acoustic beam. Now this is a smart speaker channel that runs along the top of the soundbar that matches the action on the screen, blasting out sound from specific areas of the soundbar to give a more lifelike panoramic sound. Now I found that this tech worked brilliantly for those dialogue-heavy scenes in movies, picking up the speech and directing it from different points to make it feel more like they were having a discussion in the room instead of me just spectating it. Of course, adaptive sound mode works best to utilise this feature as it adapts the experience best to hear music tracks fill the room or individual shouts from players when they score a goal in a football match. Speaking of music, the Q600A has Bluetooth as standard, so my soundbar has dual purpose, delivering amazing surround sound for movies on top of projecting out my weekly podcasts around the house. Now the soundbar just appears on your phone under Bluetooth devices just as any other connection device would. To pair via Bluetooth is just as simple as initiating pairing mode on the soundbar to make it visible, and it should just connect instantly. I love the sound output for music because the bass came out deep and the audio filled the room, so I never missed a beat. Now we don't want to miss out on showing you what these speakers can do for your gaming experience. Samsung have thought about it and have tailored it nicely to put out stunning game sound no matter what you play, all thanks to Game Mode Pro. The bass on the engine as I tore through the streets in Forza Horizon 4 was excellent, and paired with the amazing soundtrack, it felt completely immersive. To give you an idea, here's a little sample of the impressive sound performance. Overall, I enjoyed using this sound setup to watch my favourite cinematic moments. Hearing iconic lines and beautiful scores easily transformed my living room into a cinematic space, as the output was perfectly balanced and crisp and clear no matter where I sat. For a low-cost sound system, I'm pleasantly surprised with the audio quality. The soundbar and subwoofer are quite light, making it easy to move them around when connecting wires and other devices. I also like the addition of game mode and the inclusion of Bluetooth connectivity. It's great to give further function to my soundbar other than just a companion accessory for my TV. So what do you think about the Samsung Q600A sound system? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Box, where we have plenty of hands-on reviews on the latest tech. And as always, thanks for watching.